Hey guys, what is up? Welcome to the State of Crypto, your one-stop source for all crypto-related news. I'm your host, Martin, and this is episode 313. German authorities confiscate 30 million in Bitcoin and crypto mom to serve 5 more years. Now, if you're catching this from live, welcome, and if you're catching the replay and have any suggestions for us, please leave us a comment below. We really want to know what you're thinking. Also, if you want to be updated with the latest crypto-related news and technical analysis, make sure you subscribe, hit that like button and that bell so you're notified when we go live. And if you want to keep on chatting with us once the stream is done, you can join us on the Discord. Links in the description. I'm so glad I can get to use those little things up there again because it didn't make any sense for me to use them on the other platforms that I was transmitting to. But again, right now we're live on YouTube, Twitch, DLive, and Periscope. So if you're watching this stream live, thank you, and you can also, join us on the Discord for more chat. And if you really don't want to join us on the Discord, you can join me on Twitter. The link will pop up somewhere around here throughout the stream, and I will let you know that. Bitcoin Jake, thank you for being here, man. I really appreciate it. Thank you all, everyone that's tuned in on YouTube. We do have 7 people playing us back right now, or 3 viewers or 4 viewers. I'm not sure how many viewers right now, but thank you all for being here and also joining us on the other platforms. Now, with that said, let's move on to the actual news. We do have stuff that we need to cover. Just 2 articles today, and then we're gonna go on to the technicals. We did get a bearish day. We're pointing out bearish divergence yesterday, so really not that worried about that. So with that said, let's go over and do the articles, right? So pro Bitcoin SEC Commissioner Hester Peirce elected to serve 5 more years. This is from Crypto Briefing. It came out today. It says 3 hours ago, so it's quite a recent article, I think. It just basically says that Hester Peirce has been reelected to Securities and Exchange Commission, allowing her to serve with the regulatory body for another term. And Peirce has a good reputation with the blockchain community for her pro-crypto stance, earning her the moniker of Crypto Mom. Now, Peirce was re-nominated last month, then elected during a Senate vote on August the 5th, 2020. And this decision will extend her term for approximately 5 years until June 5th, 2025. Now, Peirce has often taken a stance towards cryptocurrency that is more permissive than other members of the SEC, and she has continuously dissented against anti-crypto decisions. And she notably disagreed with the SEC decision to shut down Telegram's blockchain project this year. And Peirce noted that Telegram had built a working product and said that the company had made good faith efforts to comply with the federal securities laws. Now, we talked about that, right? We said, look, man, she even went on the record and said that she believed what they were doing was wrong and that they're overstepping and maybe even overreaching. Anyways, likewise, Peirce criticized the SEC's Bitcoin ETF rejection in February, and she argued that the SEC strayed into unbounded, dangerous territory of merit regulation, and argued that certain SEC rules have one purpose: to keep Bitcoin out of the market. Now, in late 2019, Peirce suggested that the SEC could or should seek forward-thinking regulations and propose a safe harbor for utility tokens. And she followed up on this by proposing a safe harbor framework this February, which is relatively lenient toward tokens that have a commercial use rather than investment applications. Meaning, coins and tokens like XRP, right, that do things with transferring, would fall into that category. Binance, that it's also used for the exchange, would probably fall into that category. Ethereum smart contracts, DeFi, all these things could be falling into that category. Now, Bitcoin does have a commercial use. It's not being used commercially, though. A lot of people are using it to like save, keep money, and as a means of investment more than actually a commercial use. So I'm not sure how much that will work. I mean, probably this will drive it to where people start using more Bitcoin, and with that, if you're using commercially for commercial purposes, buying, selling, whatever, with Bitcoin, it could drive more adoption of Bitcoin, right? And it could be a good thing in the long term. But basically, just small projects that really have nothing to going on for them right now, that are just speculative in nature, will probably not fall under this category. With that said, let's move on to the next one. This is from Bitcoin.com. It says German authorities confiscate 30 million in Bitcoin from a pirate movie site. Now, the German State of Saxony media service announced Monday that the confiscation of Bitcoin with a total value of 25 million euros or $30 million on this issue was in connection with the case involving the website movietk.to, a user-contributed video directory for movies and television programs that allow users to download pirated content. Now, The Dresden General Prosecutor's Office, the Saxony State Criminal Police Office, and the Leipzig Tax Division have been investigating two main operators of this pirate movie portal and retail estate entrepreneur from Berlin. Connected with the case, all the accused are German nationals, and basically the site's operator allegedly distributed over 880,000 pirated films and TV shows via the movie2k.to platform. They also operated an illegal streaming service between autumn of 2008 and May 2013. The announcement detailed. And one of the operators was the site's programmer. He and the real estate entrepreneur have been in police custody since November last year on the suspicion of commercial money laundering. The authorities say that they have fully admitted to the crime and are now assisting law enforcement agencies in investigations against the second operator. Now, the programmer used the income from advertising and subscription traps to buy a large amount of Bitcoin since mid-2012. And now announcement adds subscription traps refer to when users sign up for a service but then find it nearly impossible to cancel. Now, the programmer received over 22,000 Bitcoin from this. The authorities explained, noting that he mainly used the crypto he acquired to basically buy real estate properties between autumn 2013 to mid-2016. And the real estate entrepreneur allegedly invested and managed the programmer's earnings from the movie2k.to website. Anyways, the site shut down in 2013 over copyright infringement concerns. It was replaced by movie4k.to. And at today's rate, 11,600-ish, the programmer's bitcoins would be worth $256 million. Now, I'm not sure if this 30 million is just what he had in the exchange. They're really not going into that detail, or if this is just what he declared and what he has on the wallet. I mean, the other part of the money could be already spent on real estate or whatever. But again, depending on how bad the counts against them are, I'm not sure how much they're being targeted for. But if with the amount of Bitcoin that he has, he probably could pay back whatever he owns, right? $256 million, whatever properties he has, plus whatever, how much they're worth now. I'm not sure, man. But anyways, he just handed a cool 30 million, and that's what got confiscated. Anyways, with that said, let's move over, and I do have one third article. Sorry, it's a small one. It says Binance says New York banks can now use its stablecoins after watchdog approval. Now, Binance USD stablecoin has been given a green light by the New York financial watchdog, meaning banks and financial institutions can now use the asset without any further regulatory approval. The New York Department of Financial Services updated its green list this week to include Binance US dollars, which is kind of cool. And this means banks in the New York area can now custody and list Binance US dollars without prior approval from the New York Department of Financial Services, but must still inform the regulator before adding it. Now, Binance compliance officer Samuel Lim told CoinDesk that Binance US dollar could be accepted on an immediate basis by licensed entities. So if tomorrow JP Morgan decides to use Binance US dollar, they can do so immediately, right? That's what he's saying. So Binance also said that Binance US dollars was the New York Department of Financial Services approved at its launch in September 2019, but exchanges needed approval before listing it. Binance US dollar is a white label stablecoin from the Paxos Trust Company, which the NYDFS approved to issue stablecoins in 2019. So again, if it's issued by Paxos, it's already basically being approved, right? So it's pre-approved, let's say. Anyways, Bitcoin, Ether, and Litecoin are now on the NYDFS green list and are stablecoins such as Gemini Dollar and Paxos, right? So notably, absent is Binance Coin, or BNB, the exchange's native token, and the exposed person declined to comment on whether Binance was trying to get Binance Coin green listed, right? Anyways, Binance US, the exchange local trading platform, is still not available in New York. So the Binance US doesn't work in New York, but that's what they got regulatory approval for, right? So who knows? They might get listed sooner. They might start doing things there soon. Awesome. With that said, let's move on to the technicals. I usually play a small intro. I'm going to skip it right now. I think it kind of like messes with the flow of the stream a little bit. It does give me a little bit of time to set up, but if I have pre-set up the trading view, then it just makes it a little bit easier, right? So what do we have here, right? We were looking for this bearish divergence yesterday on market cap. If you remember when we were doing this live, we were going higher. I was worried about that. But if we want to zoom in a lot, right, you can see that this green candle, it's much, much higher. Well, it's relatively higher than this candle over here, right? So, I mean, we could anchor to here, right, to have it properly anchored. That would bring us to anchor there and bring us to anchor there. Yesterday, since it was pumping, we just kind of went to where it was. But we had developed this and we already called it out. And we said, look, when we're developing bearish divergence, potential action to the downside. So yesterday, money did fly out of the cryptosphere, right? Approximately $6.63 billion, or 1.9%. Today, money's trying to flow back in 0.07. But again, we've seen a little bit of a fight going on here. Sitting at $240.14 million, sitting at $342.08 billion market cap. With that said, we still have 20 hours and 44 minutes to go. So what's happening with Bitcoin dominance? Bitcoin is it gapped up on dominance, right? Look, it was down here. Boom, it just took a big leap. So yesterday lost 0.27%. Today it's basically gaining 0.86%, sitting at 62.67% of market cap. And the price of Bitcoin is sitting at a cool $11,613.31. I got really worried here that we're going to start breaking into lower areas. You'll see here on this chart that we took a good bounce of this area here. 11,453, and I said yesterday we could target that. We were looking for this divergence on the daily. I said, look, there's a chance we could go down. I did shift a little bit the upsloping channels throughout the day. Basically, I zoomed in a lot and got proper anchor points. So as you can see, basically yesterday, while we were trying to break up onto this channel, yesterday we said we were on that channel, right above the 50%. So once I zoomed in today and started like really fine-tuning it, we can say that we're rejecting actually that 50%. And today we opened, tried to go higher, rejected. We also went up to 11,921, which is very, very close to the 11,928. So that was yesterday earlier. Right, we were up on this green area before we actually started to move down. Today, again, we're starting to see this happening. We had indecision yesterday, right? We had this spinning top. And I said, whatever it falls is usually the way we're going to go. So we could be looking for a potential movement down still. I'm not sure this has finished playing out. Now, the divergence that we were looking for up here, we kind of killed it, right? We no longer have it. So we're going from a low to a lower point, right? So again, with that, we kind of killed that. But, you know, we did call it out as it was happening. And it's just one of those things that because we had it and, you know, we had it at some point in time, it can play out. And then just kind of get rid of it. But we did have that divergence when we were live, and we were worried about price action to the downside. That's something I discussed. Now we're sitting bought at 68.38 on the RSI, and with that, we're still within this area, 11,920.20 and 11,453. And again, we did move down to a potential target, 11,453, and took a bounce from there. With that, if we manage to move down still, we could be targeting again 11,453, right? Try to get support there. With that said, let's. There's a small article that came up here. It says Bitcoin price moves toward 11,600. Raise above 12,000 next. Yeah, it could be, man. Right? We could start consolidate right in this area. I was calling for consolidation actually on this area earlier, right? But we managed to break above, so we could start consolidating, right? It wouldn't be weird for us to start doing what we did back here, right? Go to that 10K to 9K, 10K, 9K. You know, we're floating on this area for the longest time, until we finally took off and started to break here. So we could start going from like almost 12K to 11K and maybe start consolidating in that larger range. I was hoping for a tighter range of consolidation, but again, we could be on a wider range of consolidation. And that, if that starts to happen and we still get that sideways motion, it could give altcoins a chance to start moving, right? Because right now, it seems that Bitcoin is, again, taking control of the market, and whatever Bitcoin is doing, altcoins are doing plus exponentially, right? So if Bitcoin right now is going down 0.09, Ethereum right now is 0.13 down, and XRP is 0.50. But yesterday, XRP wasn't going down that. It went down a lot harder than Bitcoin did. So we can see Bitcoin went down 1.39% on the daily. And Ethereum went down a 3.85, and then, you know, XRP went down a 2.87. So everyone else went down more than Bitcoin, right? So everyone's reacting to Bitcoin's actions now. With that said, where are we at here? Let's go to the 4-hour, man. On the 4-hour, we had this hidden bearish, right? We still have it. Potential action to the downside. We called that out yesterday. Look, we're starting to move down. Again, below the 20. We're trying to get back above. We're failing, so we're rejecting the 20. Again, that's a reason why we could be moving down still. It's just going to depend on this candle, how we handle it. So low, higher, low, negative, less negative. Low on the RSI, higher, right? We don't have anything going on here. besides what we already called. So we're sitting neutral at 50.86 on the RSI. Bitcoin Jake put 8 years a little bit ago. I did see that. I think that was when we were talking about the Binance being accepted. So it's kind of cool. Anyways, with that, look at that, man. Beautiful, right? It looks like I don't like this V bounces. They don't look good, man. And we're really not going up with strength. We don't have any kind of bullish divergence, right? Low, lower low, more negative momentum. It's just a fake bounce, right? It's like a bull trap. We're going higher, we're hitting the 20, we're rejecting, we're bound to go lower, right? That's what I'm thinking right now. We might come down here again, 11,400, right? Create some bullish divergence and then really try to go for a pump. But look at that. We went high, made high, lower high, positive, less positive, high on the other side, lower on the other side. Right now I'm looking for potential movement down on the markets. With that said, we're sitting neutral at 40.82. At some point in time today, we were actually oversold at 27.75. So, we're also seeing a good fight for this area, right? And something I forgot to mention yesterday. I think I mentioned it, but I sent this link, or I told GL Torian to look at this link over on the when we were live. And look, this is what I was telling you about spinning tops, right? Spinning tops, nearly all candlestick patterns require confirmation. If a spinning top could be the start of a reversal, the next candle should confirm. If the spinning top is showing indecision, next candle should also move sideways within the range. I'm not sure I'm going to call this indecision on the daily spinning top, right? I told you spinning top, next candle usually sets the tone to where we're going to go. It could start to signal a reversal, right? Or consolidation to the downside, but not so much sideways motion. I would have loved for this to have been green, but unfortunately it's red. So right now I'm looking for a movement down, right? Right now sitting at $11,591. So wouldn't be weird if we came to 11,400. With that said, let's move over to Ethereum, man. What is happening with Ethereum? Sitting at $379.71. We did come back to 364.03. Again, a potential target where we could bounce. We took that bounce. We had the bearish divergence on the daily. Sitting overbought still at 71.67. So even with this move down, we did manage to get back onto this area. At some point in time, we were on this cool off area, right? On the bought area, not overbought, but just regularly bought. And we did manage to hold that area, right? We took a bounce. So with that said, and all things being what they are, that's kind of cool, I guess. They were still within this range, right? 418 to 364. And I think I called that range yesterday still. So with that said, let's move over to the 4 hour. There's really not a lot going on. We're looking for some potential hidden bullish, right? We didn't get it, and that's fine. That's why we keep on tracking. We went lower, much lower here, of course. So with that, we no longer have it. We had the bearish divergence, and this was just a hopeful potential move to the upside. We did get this small green candle, but since then it just went downhill. So low, lower low, more negative momentum, lower on the RSI, nothing bullish. Again, and this bounce also could have come off the psychological support at 360, right? That's where that's at. So. But again, we're still closing candles within the range, 418 to 364. And that's what matters. Candle closes, right? Wicks, they're okay. But candle closes confirm the ranges that we're in. With that said, we're sitting neutral at 43.08. Let's go to the 1 hour chart. Look, here we had this sort of triangle that I drew yesterday. I told you guys potential movement. I didn't say down here. I think we're here still. No, that's 6. We're here at 10. We're rejecting the 20. We did try to go for a 20 again, but failed, and on that failed is where we started to break down. So this triangle, that it's not down sloping, but it's symmetrical because it's this still slightly going up, would have told us where we were going to go, right? And then we could have anchored there. So we ended up bringing it to the downside, and we already hit a measure move. And now we're trying to get a bounce. So again, this pattern that we were looking for already played out, so that's fine. That tap ourselves on the back. That's what we need to be watchful for, right? When we have patterns and everything else. Oh, snap. I'm doing the whole stream, and I think I'm not showing anything. That's awesome. I just have the full screen on. There we go. Let's go back and do the technicals again. Wow, that's not good, man. I was just doing full camera, man. Fuck. Excuse me, guys. Let me go back and retake the stream. News, right? Probably Bitcoin Hester Pierce elected Sir 5 more years, right? That's the article. German authorities confiscate 30 million in Bitcoin from pirate movie site. Binance says New York banks can now use its stablecoin after watchdog approval. Right, those are the 3 articles that we talked about. Sorry about that, guys. You notice you're busy with your GPU. Yeah, it's fine, bro. No worries. I thought I was actually showing the charts, and I just noticed it was my full face there, and really nothing else going on. Sorry about that. Let's do this again, right? So on market cap on the daily, right? We had this bearish divergence. Yesterday we had it up here as we were going higher. We called it out. We moved it here today again to where we had it previously. You know, we're waiting for that movement to go down. We did get that candle 1.90% to downside right now. Moving down still 0.15%. Again, spinning top. Next candle tells us where we go. We're going down. Now, with that said, we're sitting at $341.32 billion market cap. Bitcoin dominance at 62.64%. We did have a gap up. Right now, starting to move down, meaning Bitcoin starting to lose dominance. Although it's red, since we had gapped up, we're still positive, right? We're going higher. So 0.82% to the upside right now. Bitcoin dominance at 62.64%. Now, the price of Bitcoin, 11,588. Again, rejecting this line, right? That's the line I told you guys earlier I moved. So I did came in and shifted the candles. We were calling for bearish divergence here. And like I said, it's one of those things that because we had it, we kind of performed it, and now we no longer have it, right? We had a line from here to here. We're calling for this bearishness potential movement to downside. We're still within the range, 11,928 to 11,453, although we wick down. Spinning top, next candle confirms we're going down. We're probably looking for a price action to the downside. We're sitting bought at 67.70 on the RSI. So let's go to the 4 hour. On the 4 hour, we had this hidden bearish. We called it out, played out beautifully, broke below the 20 right now. And on that break below the 20, we're failing to get above that area. And right now, we could be looking for a potential movement down still to come. As I was saying, low, higher low, negative, less negative, low on the RSI, higher on the RSI. All things good. Let's go to the 1 hour chart. Again, bearish divergence, right? We called that one out earlier. I think it was on August the 6th. So, you know, we didn't have a lot going on since then. I think we're here on the live stream, 10 p.m., somewhere around here, maybe 10 p.m. So at 10 p.m., we were still trying to find support here at this area. We did manage to move down, broke that area, broke the 20, tried to go above the 20. Again, failed to get above the 50% line of the equidistant channel. And we also failed to get above the 50%, the 20 simple moving average. And with that, we're looking for lower prices. Now, as we're going lower from the previous high line, so low, low, lower, low, negative momentum, more negative momentum, low on the RSI, lower on the RSI. All things good. We're getting a bounce. On that bounce, you know, we hit the 20. And we're rejecting. That's what, you know, this bounce is the one that I was talking about that looked like a bull trap. Right? We didn't have any kind of bullish divergence to warrant this. We just took a bounce at around 11,453. We managed to close there, so that's good. And with that, you know, we're starting to go down right now. Positive momentum still building, although we're moving down. And it could be an area where we go lower. It wouldn't be weird for us to come to 11,453, create some bullish divergence, right? And then try to get a rally from there. With that said, I'm going to move over to Ethereum. What is happening with Ethereum? That's usually our I'm looking at XRP, man. Let's go to Ethereum. There we go. I like this track. I don't think we've played this one before. It's our outro song. We just play a different variant of this. I like this one. It's good. It looks like it's going to be like drum and bass or something like that. It's pretty tight. Anyways, what's going on here, right? On the daily Ethereum, sorry guys, we had bearish divergence. We were still playing off that. We took a bounce at 364. Again, still within the range of 418.31 to 364. We did manage to wick below that, but what matters is where we close. So we're within this range. Again, move down on the RSI, sitting neutral. Sorry, overbought at 71.56. And with that, we're looking at this potential price action to still go down probably. Dude, I like this version of the track very much. It's upbeat. It's pretty tight. Anyways, getting that bounce again, still indecision going on, as you can tell. Right now we move down. We have it looks right now like a spinning top for today, but again we still have 20 hours and 30 minutes to go. Small wicks to either side, but no body on the candle. So it could be getting a good fight for this area, $379 on Ethereum. So let's wait and see how this keeps on playing out. With that, let's go to the 4 hour Ethereum. We had the bearish divergence. We were looking for some hidden bullish here, from here to here, right? From here to here. We didn't get it, right? So it didn't play out. We managed to move lower again. We took a bounce at 360. That's fine. You know, that's where the wick is, and you know, we're still closing within this area. That's what matters, and we're still within this range. Again, breaking below 20 and moving lower. So if we go for a rally from here, we could go for the 20, try to test it, and if we fail, we could be moving lower again towards 364. And if we get above that 20, we could be targeting 418. We're sitting neutral at 43.37 on the RSI. Let's go to the 1 hour. Triangle pattern I was talking about earlier. Managed to break that to the downside again on hidden, not on divergence, right? We had this hidden bullish that kind of played out up to the upside, right? Try to get above this area of the triangle, found resistance. Move down, we try to go for it again after we hit the bottom, failed to break above there. We had resistance from the top part of the triangle and the 20. We failed there and we started to move lower. So on that move lower, we tried to go for the 20 again, failed, and then we broke down. Now, with that break, we were going from negative momentum, so low, lower, low, negative, more negative momentum, low on the other side, lower. We don't have anything bullish. We don't have anything bearish either right now. Again, that potential bounce, failing attempt of a rally, not even getting to the 20. So we can still try to go for that 20 on a potential rally from here. Let's see if we're going to reject it or not. Do we have something positive here? No, I doubt it. So no positive momentum here. High, lower, high, positive, less positive. That's it, right? High on the other side, lower on the other side. Sitting sold at 35.29. Now let's move on to XRP. I think that's what we're going to start doing. What is happening with XRP? We do have this large triangle structure that we're playing off, and we'll look at that on the shorter time scales. I think we have it on the daily, on the 1 hour as well. I think we're gonna play it off. Yeah, we're gonna play it off different charts. But with that, we're moving below 29,894. I hate that move. I wish we were above that area. This puts us in that range where we could drop to 27 cents for XRP, right? XRP is sitting at 29.288 cents. Again, not the best for XRP. I really wish we were sitting a little bit higher, to be honest. But with that said, again, triangle breaking the downside. We knew it could happen. You know, we don't have any technicals to go on besides this bearish divergence that we had, and since then, right, just consolidation, right? So this is consolidation still. Now, the only positive thing of that move is that this triangle now, this triangle now becomes either a downsloping channel, right, or it looks a little bit like a potential falling wedge, but more like a downsloping channel, I would say, right? So there we go. And those downsloping channels usually bring consolidation, and with that we break to the upside, right? That's the only positive thing on the daily for XRP. Sitting overbought at 73.77. Let's go to the 4 hour chart. Do I have good sound on? Test, test, test. Yes, good sound is there. Awesome. All right, on the 4 hour, right? And here's where I'm going to take that measure. I don't think we've hit a measure move yet whatsoever off that. So we'll go there and we'll go there, right? As you can tell, if we're going to hit a measure move that, we will be targeting 24 cents, almost on the dot from where we broke. So, you know, that's pretty good, I guess. We can find some support there, but that would be a massive move to the downside in XRP. Right now, I'm rooting for XRP to hold this area. We already had a move to 27,911. We managed to hold it on that wick, and we created some strong bullish divergence to there. At least that was until I was doing that earlier today on the last couple of 4 hour candles. Right now, I would have to look for confirmation that what I was drawing earlier, it's still there, because to this part it was. So right now we're going from negative 325 to negative 247. So we're going slightly more in that negative momentum, right? So it's starting to build a little bit more. And with that, we could say that we're getting rid of this divergence. 325. Sorry, 247. 325, 247. So we're still slightly lower. Sorry, miscalled that. We're still creating strong bullish divergence, potential action to the upside. As you can see, that movement up is not that strong yet. We haven't even hit 29,894, and we're getting rejection already. Right, we're starting to move down a little bit, and that's because Bitcoin is also moving down right now. This is Bitcoin. It's like alts came in, made the rally happen, right? Started the Bitcoin bull run, and now Bitcoin's just crapping on everyone's parade. By bringing the price action down, because Bitcoin's going down and everyone else is going down now. Yay, right? Why cannot we not shake off that Bitcoin, I forgot the proper term, man. It slipped my mind. That correlation to Bitcoin, right? Why cannot we stop being correlated to Bitcoin? And every coin, that's its own thing, right? It's so insane that everyone's so in sync with Bitcoin most of the time. Anyways, like I said, alts lost a little bit more than Bitcoin. And with that, let's move over to the 1 hour chart. Now, on the 1 hour chart, what do we have? We have this moving down. Snap, there we go. For the potential triangle, right? If we're going to hit a measure move again, we would hit right on this area of support at 24,692. So again, moving down right now, that's fine. Last thing we called was bearish, and that was on the 6th. Since then, we did try to go for a rally, find that resistance again, and then we started to break down from there. Again, breaking out of this area was key. I saw that break today, man. I was really hoping at 11 in the morning that we're going to hold 29,894. We didn't. We did wick 27. We're bouncing, and we're not even getting to a 20. I was really hoping we were going to get to a 20. But look at that, right? And negative momentum going down, a lot of negative momentum, right? So even if we come lower here right now, like 28 cents or whatever, 28.50, we will not be making that much negative momentum. And we could develop some strong bullish divergence to maybe go for a bounce. Right now, we're sitting sold at 37.14 on the 1 hour. That's about it, right? There's nothing else going on. Really nothing else we can call. High, lower, high, positive is positive. Negative, more negative, right? So all things are in sync. With that said, let's go over and look at Litecoin. Litecoin at 1.09% of market cap, sitting at $56.90. Again, on the daily, we have this hidden bearish moving down since. That's fine. There's really nothing else developing here on the daily. Just sitting bought at 61.18. Let's go to the 4 hour. Again, the 4 hour, we had strong bearish at the break. Then we had this hidden bullish. We did manage to take this small rallies happening. And that was fine, right? We're going from this previous high to a new higher high, more positive momentum. All things were good for Litecoin. You're just breaking down because the market's breaking down. Really didn't develop anything bearish on the 4 hour. And we don't have anything bullish right now either on the 4 hour candle. So with that, let's go to the 1 hour candle. On the 1 hour, right? We're moving slightly higher on the price earlier today. I was tracking this. That's why all this is in orange. We created strong bearish divergence, and with that, we started to break down. That was around 11 in the morning, I think. That was 4 in the morning. So when I woke up, I drew that, I think, earlier on today. Yeah, as you can tell, we broke down from there, right? It was the first thing I drew when I woke up, probably. I was looking at this, I was like, gosh, we're breaking down. And then XRP developed it later on, I think. Because I was looking at XRP 11. No, I think XRP developed more or less at the same time. I was probably drawing this in the morning when I was doing the analysis because I did believe we were going to get a movement down. As you can see, we got confirmation, right? We had already won by the time we were doing the stream yesterday. We're here. We did manage to take that nice rally, created that divergence, and then break down for that. Anyways, with that said, look at that, right? Like I was saying for XRP, if we manage to go lower from here, from $56.87, we're not going to make that much negative momentum right now, unless we go for an insane crash. But with that, we could be starting to develop some strong bullish divergence that could potentially bring us a new price action to the upside. With that said, we're sitting sold at 34.64 on the RSI. Let's go look at Binance, sitting at 0.93% of market cap. Price of Binance $21.99. That's okay. We haven't developed anything here that's bearish on the daily. So let's go to the 4 hour. We're also not developing anything bullish. We're looking for some hidden bullish, just like we were for Ethereum. I think we might still have it here, though, right? We're still going down. We're making more negative momentum, right? And also here, we finally developed it also on the RSI. Created that's hidden bullish. It's getting us a potential bounce happening here. Right now, we're seeing a rejection of that and bearishness showing up and moving down on the price. So it could be starting to mean indecision at this area, right? We could be fighting for this area, and we're seeing that indecision show up. And with that, we're sitting at neutral at 44.09 on the RSI. Again, just keep on watching this. Let's go to the 1 hour. On the 1 hour, I do have some stuff also here. On the orange, I was looking for some potential bullish divergence, which kind of got us a small rally. But that's about it, right? There's really nothing else after that. And that was by midnight yesterday. So we got a small rally. Failed at 10th at the 20, right? We fought for the 20 for a little bit, but failed, and we managed to move lower. Now, what is this? 87984. All right, cool. We can work with that, right? We're going from low to a lower low, and as you can tell here, we're going from a negative 0.879 to a negative 58.84. So again, slightly less, right? So some strong bullish divergence. Price action to the upside. We hit the 20 on the wick, failed there. Rejection. We tried to go higher again, but failed. And right now we're starting to move lower, right? Trying to get trying to create some some strong bullish divergence. That's what we're gonna probably end up creating. So let's move that to the 4 hours. So it's not here. And with that, we're done with Binance. Let's move over and look at Cardano. Cardano on the daily, right? Just breaking below this potential rising wedge. Again, not a lot. It's really not doing much, right? So low, higher, low, negative. We're making more negative. 121, 141. Yes, we are. So we're going from a low to a higher low, right, on the daily. Really, it's really not a lot on Cardano. Anchor that to there. Going from negative to more negative, right? On the other side, we don't have that, I believe. I think on the other side, we're kind of cool. 54.36, 55, so slightly higher. Again, some hidden bullish, right? We could start a fight for this area. We're managing to hold on to a 20 on the daily, 20 simple moving average, and with that, we could be looking for potential bounce. Again, still many hours to go for today, right? But neutral at 55.45. Let's go to the 4 hour. On the 4 hour, we're still within this larger triangle that we drew out post facto. So triangle, right? We're finding resistance here on the top. That's fine. We're weak to bottom. We managed to close within the structure still. Break below 20. We didn't have anything going on here that would be bearish. Again, we broke down because the market moved down. With that said, are we making something here? Let's see. 82168. So still low, higher, low, negative, less negative, right? Low on the other side, slightly lower on the other side. We could be going for some hidden bullish as well. Let's just anchor this in the 4 hour, get out of the daily, and that's fine. There we go. It wasn't there where I wanted to draw that. There we go. Hidden bullish, potential action to the upside. With that said, let's go to the 1 hour. Sorry, I didn't call where we're at. We are neutral at 42.88 on the RSI. So Cardano 1 hour. We created bearish divergence. We called it 1 hour yesterday or on the 6th. Been breaking down since, right? Again, broke below 20, failed. Try to go for 20 again, failed. We move lower. So with that said, we're not creating anything bullish right now. We're really trying to develop something right now. We did take that bounce that most crypto took. Probably looks like we might want to move down right now. If we move down, we're gonna make less negative momentum by the time we get to this low closing point here at 0.1373 cents. And with that, you know, we could be looking for potential strong bullish divergence to develop and maybe to get a bounce. Now, Cardano's sitting at 13.89 cents. Let's look at DVT, man. Default at 76 cents. Awesome. Is this? I'm just gonna reload, make sure it's okay. Sometimes South Exchange doesn't really give me. Yeah, 7.6, right? Let's get some indicators out here. Let's get the RSI, man. RS8? RSI, there we go. Let's get the MACD out there as well. MACD. It's looking at a single nice indicator. There we go. MACD, there we go. Awesome. With that, you have two MACDs out there now. There we go. Alright, let's switch this MACD real quick to columns, right? And with that, we'll be set. Alright, so we can work with this, right? We're going sideways on the price from the last couple hours. And we want to look from back here, even going from there to there, right? So high, lower high, and going from positive momentum to much more positive momentum, right? So from here to here, we're creating hidden bearish, and then just in this shorter time scale, right, from this line, we're going sideways on the price, but we're going from a lower point on the MACD, so positive momentum to more positive momentum. That wouldn't be anything here on the MACD, right? But against the RSI, if we look at that, right, we're going slightly lower. And with that, we'll be creating some type 2 bearish divergence. That would mean potential price action to the downside. With that said, we don't have, I don't think we have anything from here, right? We're also going lower. So on the RSI, we're just cool in the long term. Just on the MACD, we have that hidden bearish. But again, on the RSI, we do have that type 2 bearish, right? So again, two things that would mean potential price action to the downside on DVT. So let's go to the 4-hour chart, see what we got there. All right. There's really nothing I can call here. High, lower high, and from here, high, lower high. Positive, less positive, and right now, negative. High, and lower high then. So it's all good, I guess, right? All things getting congruent. Even in the bottom part, right? On the bottom part, we do have something we can call. So low, lower, low. And this would just be against the maybe the MACD, I believe. Oh, probably also against the RSI. Yeah, not against the RSI, we're going lower, so that's fine. And against the MACD, we're coming in here, right? So again, some so it looks like we're doing some strong bullish divergence. This is probably why we're getting this new green candle coming up. That's fine. Nothing else here. Let's go to the daily. The daily, oh man. What's happening here, right? High, lower, positive, positive. That's all good. Low, higher, low. Are we making more negative? Yes, more negative, finally. Hidden bullish, right? So low, higher, low. Negative, more negative. Hidden bullish, potential action to the upside, right? And we're giving that to happen. And DVT continues fighting for 7 sats and believe 7.6 sats, or this area that we're fighting for could become our new low, right? Yeah. So let's see what else we have going on for us. What else are we gonna look at, man? The weekend's upon us. Let's go look at gold and silver and see figure out how they close. Silver, very nice. It got to $28 and 27 cents. Yesterday it managed to go a little bit higher, $28.90. That was beautiful, man. But yeah, today moved down a little bit. That's fine. You know, we're probably creating some bearish divergence now. Let's see, 503.5. All right. So we're going from here to here, right? So high, lower, high. And we're going from here to here, right? So that's all good, man. Bearish divergence, strong. Potential action to the downside, 87.05, 87.17. We don't have it there. Let's go get silver. Sorry, gold. Gold, we're looking for this divergence. Let's see if we still developed it. 14.54, 13.84. All right, so we're still developing it there, right? So again, we're tracking this. It did manage to hit a good time high of $22,063, I think. Right now, bearish engulfing candle, we did manage to move down on bearish divergence. Not so much against the RSI, and that's fine, just against the MACD. And with that, that's it for gold. Again, potential movement down coming in. We got to cool off a little bit. We're highly overbought. Let's look at markets. S&P 500 still making higher highs right now and still creating that strong divergence. We no longer have it against the RSI, just against the MACD. Strong bearish divergence, potential action to the downside again. Let's wait and see how this keeps on playing out for the S&P 500. Nikkei, what's going on with the Nikkei? Taking a movement down. We had this hidden bullish, played up to the upside, rejected at 20, and right now starting to move lower. Toronto, we're slightly higher, right? And again, we lost it against the RSI, but against the MACD, we still have this strong bearish divergence, potential action to the downside. Let's go look at London. We call the bearish divergence, played out, took a bounce at 20, moving sideways right now. Let's look at the Dow. Dow Jones, man. The Dow moved up. Why haven't we called anything here? 69.01, 59. All right, we can work with that. All right. So we're going higher, and we're coming in slightly lower, right? Some strong bearish divergence starting to develop on the Dow Jones. I think we haven't looked at the Dow. Did we not look at the stocks yesterday? I think we didn't look at stocks yesterday. Well, I think I might have skipped them. So I'm sure we didn't call this out, right? So high. We don't have against the RSI, against the MACD, strong bearish divergence, potential action to the downside. Where did this close, man? This still managed to also create that, right? The Dow Live still has this strong bearish divergence, potential action to the downside. Don't have it against the RSI though, just against the MACD. Brent oil. Getting this nice, again, just sideways motion, right? Look what looks like sideways motion. We did manage to go slightly higher, but that's fine. we're still making negative, right? So even from here to here, right, as I was tracking it, we'll just keep on tracking to there. That would go to there, and that would go to there, right? So again, still have that strong bearish divergence being developed. It's trying to move down a little bit. That's fine. Let's look at this other oil. Again, same thing, right? Just move it to there. Again, keep on tracking, and that's all we're doing. Just watching out for that oil move, right? We're expecting right now. We have strong bearish divergence. See how this plays off, right? I did have an article earlier, a couple days ago, that said that BP was gonna like stop producing some oil, I guess. So they're gonna cut back on production, and if they squeeze the market right out of the supply, that and the same demand remains, then the price of oil should be going up. So if people stop producing oil, there's less oil in the market. People still want oil. They're probably gonna be willing to pay more for whatever little oil there is, and that's how you play this. Anyways, on West Texas, look, we managed to move up and closed at resistance 42.10, right? Again, Jill Torian brought this up that we're rejecting here at a previous resistance, right? And it could have become resistance from way back here. Way back here. It's not showing up right now. There we go. From back here, from December 2018, right? If you look at that, yes, we hit that area, right? And we took a bounce above briefly. But we still managed to break down, and we're still tight on the Bollinger Bands. Here, I would say on the top part, we're still tracking, right, the same way we were tracking with the other oils. So we're still now finally making a slightly higher high, and still going lower on every other indicator. So again, strong bearish divergence. We hit the 20. We did take a bounce from there, and we're getting very tight on the Bollinger Bands. So we could be getting a wild move happening here on oil. And again, we did have this curve, right? And it just seems to be plateauing right now. So we just could be consolidating sideways before next move. And I think that's about it, though. Sitting bought at 60.42 on the RSI. Let's go look at Bitcoin futures real quick. CME futures for Bitcoin. Brought to you by... No, I'm kidding. Sitting at 11,575. So that's where we closed today. Let's see how we open on Monday, whether or not we're going to close gaps. I hope we don't come back here and close this gap at 9K, right? I do hope it's one of those gaps where we hit and run and take off from there. That'll be fine. I really would hate to see 9K again, or revisiting 9K. With that said, I think we've run through everything we usually go through here on this awesome stream. And thank you guys for being here on YouTube, DLive, Twitch, Periscope, and whichever other platform you guys are looking at or watching us from. We have a couple people watching on YouTube. Thank you guys for being here. I know one of them is Bitcoin Jake. I'm not sure who the other 3 people are. But thank you all for being here. Thank you for your awesome likes on this channel. Twitter's going out right now if you want to follow us on Twitter as well. Do you guys want to look at something in particular? Let me know. I'm going to do a quick scan of cryptos. See if there's anything that catches my eye. Just everything's moving down right now, right? But let's see, man. XLM's moving up 1%. That's going against the market. But that's just on one chart. On the other chart is going down 1.51%. So we'll ignore that for now. Link going up 1.63%. Really not doing anything spectacular. BAT, right? Basic Attention Token going up 1.18%. That's really nothing. RLC. Someone brought this one out the other day. IXEC RLC is going up 6%. That's okay, I guess. All right, high, lower, high, positive, positive, high on the other side, lower on the other side. I'm not going to go too much into details. Looking real quick, we're sitting bought, or neutral, 59.55. Let's go on the 4 hour. So the 4 hours is creating bearish divergence right now, right? Really quickly, just from here from here to here. So potential price action to the downside. Let's go to the 1 hour. Again, same divergence, right? From almost the same anchoring points from there to there, and from there to there, and from that high to a new lower high, right? So again, potential strong bearish divergence on IXEC RLC. So I'm just going to anchor this real quick to the 1 hour charts. And with that said, I don't think there's really a lot going on right now. Right? Could start to move down. Just watch out for IXEC RLC. Let's see what else is going on. What else is moving? BTM. Someone brought this one up the other day. High, lower, high. Okay, it's creating strong bearish divergence over long term, right? So from there to there. From there to there, right? Potential action to the downside. It'll probably, that doesn't have it on the 4 hour. That's fine. And I'm not sure which project is this. Someone brought it up and we looked at it. BTM, Bytum. I'm not sure. But yeah, we're not really seeing anything here that's bearish. Just on the 1 hour, right? Going up 9.32% today. That's a good jump. It's probably one of those small projects. It's worth 10 cents, 10.02 cents. So it went up from like 9 cents. It's got almost 1 whole cent, man. Like it's 0.0086 cents. That's how much it's gone up. Let's see if we have anything else going on here. Hive gone up 2%. Solo up 2%. Doggy going up 3%. What else, man? As I said, there's really not a lot going on. This Acme, I had a bet that it was going to start rallying from here. And it is. And it's good. That's what I called. And I think I'm going to win my bet on Acme. So I'll call some people after streaming. Haha, in your face, you know. Anyways. Please use a keyframe. Open widget. Tell me stream status is poor. So I'm hoping you're not seeing my poor stream. I hope it looks good on your end. Started by saying healthy, and then it, at like 10:05 it just went on error, and then it just gave me another error at 10:52 and then 10:55. So it's just giving me errors every now and then. Sorry about the beginning of the stream. If you're catching the stream live, sorry about that. If you're catching the replay and you didn't get to this part because I was just ranting and you weren't seeing any charts, sorry about that. Probably you're not even going to see this part by then, but you know, whatever. I'll just have to make a note on the stream to start at a certain time on the description and have be the first thing that shows up. Anyways, thank you guys for being here tonight on an awesome Friday night. I know you guys are busy. You got stuff to do on Friday nights. Like, if you're already back to normal, where we're at, you're probably going out for drinks after being in isolation for so long. On my part, it's just having fun. I think that's gonna be it for tonight, guys. Thanks for being here. Thank you for joining us. Bitcoin Jake, thank you for being here, man. You're awesome. Thank you for helping me mod this stream and this channel. I wish we had a lot more people coming in. I don't think we have a lot of people coming in right now, but maybe next time, right? I think we had a 4 stream people coming in today, so that's pretty good. Again, I'm not even sure who's watching, but thank you all for being here. Thank you for joining me tonight. Again, State of Crypto, your home for crypto news. It's a pleasure hosting you guys here every night. I hope you have a great Friday night. I'll catch you tomorrow for another edition of the State of Crypto. Until then.